Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. And this week I'm going to be talking about RAG models in terms of the AI world. So retrieval augmented generation models and that framework and what the difference is between that and just your ordinary ChatGPT. So if you're interested in learning more about RAG models and the benefits of using RAG models, then please keep on watching. Okay, so RAG models, it's an AI framework that some large language models use, and it improves the accuracy, I would say, of the information because it actually draws upon the web. So rather than like ChatGPT, which has a certain amount of data up to a certain point, we have some beautiful AI models that actually retrieve information live. And let me give you an example of some. My favorite browser at the moment is Comet because it is powered by Perplexity, which is a RAG model, and it actually looks up the internet. It gives me links. I can verify, where things are from. Some are from IBM, Wikipedia, you can see. And so retrieval, augmented generation, it's a way of running a large language model so that at answer time, it first retrieves relevant documents from an external knowledge source, like a vector database or search index, then augments the prompt to the model with those documents and fully generates an answer grounded in that retrieved content. So there's, comments given me a little bit of an explanation what RAG is. And then it gave me all these uses in commercial world, but I wanted to know, well, what about Manus? We know that Manus is a RAG model, so it confirmed, yes, Manus is a autonomous AI agent that uses RAG, and it told me what it was. I used Consensus, which does live searches as well, uses RAG. And then it gave me some other systems that use it as well. So any large language model or AI tool that you use that does a live search and then can give you links is basically using RAG, like Notebook LM will be able to do that. Any tool that gives you deep research. So here it has Perplexity, GenSpark, which I haven't used before, so maybe I'll try it. Cite AI. I use SciSpace actually, so I've talked about that in a previous video. Elicit. Any of these great research assistant tools use RAG because they'll actually look up information live from the web. Google Gemini with extensions. So here we've got multimodal large language model with web search integration. Of course, the Grok and Perplexity internal I haven't used before, but it says RAG over web results for personalized cited answers. And then I haven't tried this one, Core AI slash Glean. Okay, so let me just give you a side-by-side comparison between a RAG model and ChatGPT. So I'm looking specifically at Manus compared to let's see, I think it's ChatGPT, which only uses the data up to a certain point. So here, fully independent. ChatGPT is prompt driven, suggests steps, but needs user input for each action. And then here at the top, sorry, I'm jumping all over the place. Manus operates using multimodal switching, Claude 3.5, Sonnet, Qwen, the Code Act paradigm for secure Python execution and tool integration. It breaks tasks into steps, deploys subagents, and runs asynchronously in the cloud. Even if you close your app, yep, it's still delivering structured outputs. I haven't, I go for a walk up the peak. I give Manus a little instruction, and then by the time I come back from the peak, everything is done for me. ChatGPT is a single model, large language model GPT series optimized for chat, reasoning, and content generation with optional tools, plugins in paid tiers, but no native full autonomy. It excels at interactive dialogue, but stops at suggestions unless you iterate prompts. So that's the main difference there. It doesn't really specifically talk a lot about the use of RAG. Does AI use RAG or other techniques like ChatGPT? No, we don't want to do that. Okay, so that's basically the difference between a RAG model and not a RAG model. And I think in terms of research, if you're teaching your students about research skills, you want them to be able to use RAG models, not just ChatGPT. Like I've heard people actually call ChatGPT a search engine. And we know ChatGPT is not a search engine. It's a large language model. It doesn't draw on the internet and it doesn't draw information live. It uses a database of data up to a certain point. When it was first released, I think it was like ChatGPT was released November 2022, and then they had a certain limit on the data. It couldn't give you up to date, information. But if we use a RAG model like Perplexity or even Notebook LM or Consensus, SciSpace, all of those great research tools, then you'll be able to get really up-to-date information and you can verify it. We want those links. So that was just a quick video this week. I hope you found that useful and I hope to see you next time.